New year, new me. Who this? I changed my name on TikTok a couple months ago. People were like, oh my gosh, like it's the rebrand. I'm like, it's my name. Everybody don't want to go by Lil Peanut when they 40. I am walking into the woman God called me to be, and God calls me Braylon. We don't want to have the same resolution that we had in 2021, 2022, 2023. It's 2026 now, y'all. When will there be true change? I wanted to prove that I could come back on top. I wanted to prove that I am this good person. I wanted to prove in relationships that I'm a good friend. I wanted to prove to the world that I'm this amazing child of God that is doing her best. And I want you to see me. I want you to like me. See that my heart is pure. See that I'm trying. See that I didn't mean certain things like that. See me. Hello. I'm trying. No more proving. In this season, it is okay to be in solitude with just you and him and become better in private. The fruit will speak for itself. Let's try this again. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Let's Try This Again. I am your host, b.simone. You guys, before we get into this episode about New Year's 2026 and just being better, I'm going to inspire and motivate you guys. But honestly, I don't know if y'all need more inspiration. I don't know if you need another podcast. I don't know if you need another sermon. I just think you need to do what God already told you to do. But I'm going to nudge you to do that. But before we get into this episode, b.simone Beauty. b.simone Beauty is back, you guys. Go to b.simonebeauty.com. I have it on my lips right now. This was my first brand that I launched in 2019. We are finally back. We took about a year break, but we're back with the OG colors, glosses, and liners. Oh my gosh, these products are so amazing. And if you're listening to this, that means you get a promo code LTTA20 for 20% off of b.simone Beauty on b.simonebeauty.com. So make sure you go shop. And y'all, let's get into this episode. This episode is going to be really, really, really good. But I just want to talk about the season that I'm in going into this new year. Like, I'm super excited. I'm super nervous. There's so many things that I have planned and want to do. And I think sometimes the enemy gets in our head because it's like, you think of all the things you've planned and all the things you've thought of and all the things you try to accomplish that technically you didn't fall through with, or you might have failed, or it might have not worked. So when you get ideas again, or you get excited again, sometimes in the back of your mind, it's like, what if this doesn't work? Or what if this happens like the last thing that didn't work? Or what if the outcome is like the last thing that you failed at? And I mean, we just have to push those thoughts to the side. We cannot let them take over us. But even I have those thoughts. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have so many ideas. I have so much vision. I have so many things that I want to do. And I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous. I'm scared. And I really pray. I'm hoping, I'm believing, I'm having faith that this year is going to be one of the best years of my life thus far, career-wise, my relationship with Christ, everything that I want to do, my vision, evolving as a woman. We're going to pray for my love life, because where is my husband? Maybe I don't date this year. Maybe I meet him. Maybe he walks past me. Maybe he just DMs me. I don't know. Maybe we could just be friends. But I'm praying for all of the things. So don't let past discouragement scare you guys into thinking it's not going to work before you start. Don't believe that. That is a lie from the enemy. That is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. You can't go into trying something for the first time or trying something again with the mindset that this isn't going to work. I failed at the last thing. The last 4 things I tried didn't work. That is not the mindset you want to go into if you're going to try something again or try something for the first time. So 2026, baby, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for this year. We are coming up on our 100th episode. What the heck? Almost 2 years of Let's Try This Again. I cannot believe it. 100 episodes is insane. I can't even fathom, like, one day we're going to be at 200, the 300, the 400, but we are going to do a live podcast here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you want more information, make sure you go to letstrythisagain.com, get on our newsletter to see how you can be in the studio audience, because you have to be subscribed to the app to be on the podcast, in the audience for the live podcast. That will be our 100th episode. We're going to air on Let's Try This Again. I'm so excited about it. Make sure you have the app. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of what we have created. And we will be doing a live show here in Atlanta, Georgia in January for the 100th episode for Let's Try This Again. And if you are on the app, that means you get a free ticket, a free seat to be in the live studio audience for our 100th episode. So I'm so proud of what we have created, and it's only going to be up from here in 2026. You guys, a lot of times I'm going to introduce myself now. I'm Braylon Simone Greenfield. New year, new me. Who this? Happy New Year. Bah, 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 bah. It is 2026, baby. We're going into the new year. Actually, if this is the day this episode drops, it's a few days before 2026, but this is the week of the new year. You guys, it's a new year, and we are going to give ourselves permission to try again. Try again. If you do not feel like you found your purpose, you know your gifts, if you feel like you failed this year, it is not over. God has allowed you another day, another breath, another opportunity to get things right. And in my humble opinion, you have not failed. You have the opportunity to try again. And success, y'all, everybody's definition of success is different. But in my opinion, success means that you are aligned with your God-given gifts and the purpose and the calling that God has over your life, and you're walking in purpose. What is your divine assignment? What is your calling? What is your purpose? What are you called to do? That truly means success. That means you are successful. So are you walking in your divine assignment? Are you walking in your gifts? Are you walking in what God has called you to do on this earth? Do you even know what that is? I encourage you guys to find it, because that is true success. And since we are going into 2026, and since you are listening to this, that means you are still living, you are still breathing. You have another opportunity to try again. Do not give up if you haven't found your purpose. Do not give up if you don't know your gifts. Do not give up if you are still confused in this season. This is a new year. So let's make our New Year's resolutions and let's stick to them. That's what we're going to talk about in this episode, how to make resolutions, how to stick to them, and hopefully walk in your divine assignment and your purpose, and not just wake up to go to work, to make money, to go home, to watch your favorite show, to binge eat on the couch, to go to sleep and wake up and do it all again and wait for a couple days of PTO, or wait for a vacation, or wait for the weekend. We dread Monday through Friday, and then we wait on the weekend because we can be off and we can relax and we can let our hair down and kick our feet up and be with our friends and family, or go out and have time to unwind. But Monday through Friday, we're miserable. No, that is not the life that God has for you. You should be walking in your divine assignment, your purpose, and the calling God has over your life. It is 2026, baby. Claim it, speak it, believe it. Manifest it out of your mouth. Write down the vision and make it plain. And know that you can truly find your purpose and your gifts this year if you are committed to walking with God, listening to Him, and letting the ultimate creator, He created you. The ultimate creator created you, so He needs to order your step. Let the shepherd lead you. Let Him order your steps and give you your daily bread. You don't have to have everything figured out A through Z. Just today. What are we working on today? God, give me my daily bread today. So each day that you give me my daily bread, each day that you order my steps, it all comes together and it aligns with me walking in the path you have created for me, so I can be aligned with the will and the calling and the purpose you have over my life. To me, my definition of success is you're walking in your purpose. It's not financial. It's not you have this big house. It's not you have this husband or these kids, or you have a multi-million-dollar brand, or you have all these followers, or you look good on the outside. It's not the material things that we obtain. Success means you're walking in your divine assignment, in the purpose and the calling that God has over your life, which is why you were created. So this leads me into one of my first points for today's episode, grace versus discipline. You cannot bully yourself into growth, but you also can't baby yourself out of responsibility, you guys. I'm telling y'all, you have to balance both. You have to have grace with yourself, but you also have to have discipline to show up. Something that I do and something that I encourage you guys to commit to in this season, do something every single day, that is uncomfortable, that you don't want to do, but you know it's better for you in the long term. It gives you longevity. Something that I force myself to do when I'm in Atlanta. I do it when I travel too, depending on where the sweat house saunas are. But when I'm in Atlanta, I go to the sauna every single morning. I love the sauna. It makes me feel skinny. It makes me feel healthy. It makes me feel like I'm doing something because I'm truly, truly sweating. It makes me feel productive going to the sauna. But in that sauna room, there is a tub, and it's an ice bath. And the water is from 45 to 50 degrees. I know the sauna feels good. I can get in there and relax. I can meditate. I can pray. I can cry. I can sometimes fall asleep in the sauna. I love the sauna. It's like comforting for me, even though it gets so hot, right? But that ice bath, if you're a last minute shopper like me, you know that feeling. Shelves are empty and ideas are running low, baby. Aura Frames is the solution with a gift that feels personal. I always struggle to shop for my sister, but this year she's getting Aura Frames, okay? It's the perfect gift because you can upload unlimited photos and video. You just download the Aura app and connect to Wi-Fi. You can even preload photos before it ships. Keep adding from anywhere, anytime, and there's a gift box included. Every frame comes packaged in our premium gift box with no price tag. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code b.simone at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code b.simone. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast. So order yours now. Get it in time for all the holiday shopping. Happy New Year, you guys. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Oh my gosh. But what I have committed to, the discipline, the consistency, showing up, even when I don't want to do something, no matter how I feel, but I know it's better for me long term. I know it's good for my muscles. I know it's good for my mindset. Being resilient is good for me mentally because I'm showing up and committing myself to something I don't want to do. Every time I go to the sauna, I force myself. 15 minutes in the sauna, you're going to do a 4-minute ice bath, then you're going to get back in the sauna. Every single time. And you guys, I'm telling you, it's a mindset. Nobody has a gun to my head making me get in the ice bath. I know it's going to be uncomfortable every single time I do it. I know I'm going to I'm not going to feel comfortable. I'm not going to feel good. I'm going to be freezing. I know it's going to be an instant shock to my body. Mentally, I'm going to want to get out because nobody has a gun to my head. Nobody is forcing me to sit in the ice bath. Nobody is making me do it. I'm holding myself accountable. There's no cameras. There's no accountability partner. It's just me staring at this ice bath. And I do it every single time I go to the sauna. Why? Because it's showing discipline. I'm showing up for myself. I know it's good for my mental health. I know it's good for my physical body also. But ultimately, the ice bath is amazing for my mind. I'm forcing myself to do something I don't want to do. I'm doing something that is uncomfortable. And I'm being resilient. It's showing resilience. If I can physically stay in this ice bath and I know I can get out, it helps me know that I can make it through anything. I'm sitting in this ice bath. I'm cold. I'm uncomfortable. It hurts. It feels like a shock. It feels like needles in my feet, in my body. But I am forcing myself to do something. Why? Because I need to be disciplined. And I wrote this down, you guys. It's the 2-minute rule. I saw this either on a podcast or somewhere on social media. I don't remember, but I wrote it down because it's in my on my board in my prayer room. The 2-minute rule: show up for at least 2 minutes a day. A habit has to be established before it can be improved. I do 4 minutes in the ice bath now. The first time I ever did an ice bath, I sat in there for 20 seconds. Baby, I could not even, I mentally couldn't do it. I thought I couldn't do it. I physically thought that I couldn't do it. So my mind overtook my body and I hopped out. The first time I ever tried to do it, it was 20 seconds, not 4 minutes. Now in an ice bath, I literally do 4 minutes and I set my timer and I sit in there. I set the timer behind me. I don't look at the clock. I don't watch the clock. I pray. I speak in tongues. I might listen to a sermon. I might recite affirmations or just, it's okay. I talk to myself over and over and over. And whenever that timer goes off, that's when I get out. I do not get out before the timer. But I will be honest and say, sometimes I get in there for a minute and I just can't take it, boom, this is very, very rare. And I do get out before the 4-minute timer goes off. What does that show me? It shows me that I'm still trying, and my best that day was maybe 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It wasn't 4 minutes. My best that day was maybe 1 minute and 40 seconds. It wasn't 4 minutes, but I still showed up. Your best might look different every day, which leads me to, we have the discipline part, showing up every day no matter how you feel, the grace part. Have grace with yourself. Your best every day might look different. Your capacity every day might be different, but you're at least showing up. Sometimes I go to the gym with my trainer and I cry in the gym, and he lets me have my little moment. And then other days I'm like, I got this. I could do 100 burpees. It's nothing. Boom. There's so many factors that tie into what your best is that day. Emotionally, mentally, how is your body? Physically, what are you going through? What time of the year is it? All of these things. Ladies, our hormones change. Are you on your cycle? Are you off your cycle? Are you in your, the luteal phase? That week before your cycle, sometimes you be depressed. So it's like, how do you want to have grace with yourself? Having grace through having discipline. Do not beat yourself up. Do not bully yourself into being better. You can't bully yourself into being better. And I always use this example. Nobody brought me to Christ by telling me what I was doing wrong. Nobody got me excited about having a relationship with Jesus by saying, you're sinning, you're doing this wrong, you're not doing this right, you're going to hell. Nobody brought me to Christ by bullying me into a relationship with God. They loved me through it. So love yourself through it. Love yourself through the discipline. Love yourself through the consistency, and have grace as you're having discipline. You have to show up, but love yourself through the process. You can't bully yourself into being better. Because I'm the type of person, I go from one end of a spectrum to another. So I'm either all the way in or I'm all the way out. Baby, I'm either in the gym, like this is my lifestyle, this is what I do, period. I am a gym rat. Or when I fall off, I'm like, well, I had pizza today, so I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. It doesn't matter. All week I've been eating Chipotle, and I've been eating carbs, and I've been eating whatever I want, dairy and sweets and cupcakes. So I'm not working out right now. I'll start next week. I'll start next month. There's not an in-between for me. We need to learn how to find balance. Balance. What does balance look like? For me, that's at least for me. I need to learn how to find balance. Like, I'm either all the way left or all the way right. If I'm falling off, okay, you had the pizza, get up and go to the gym. Okay, you had the cupcake, still go to the sauna. Okay, you ate bad, still show up in the gym. There still has to be a discipline. But something in my brain, I don't know what that is, but it's like if I fall off here, I fall off completely. We need to have balance. So, you guys, grace and discipline. Have discipline, but have grace with yourself. You can't bully yourself into being better. Which brings me to my second point. Most people fail because they try to change too much at once. You don't have to change every single detail and every single aspect of your life at once. Take your time. You're literally trying again. Why? That is proof that you care. It's showing that you truly care about being a better person. It's showing that you truly care about growing, healing, evolving your relationship with God, being consistent, being a better friend, being a better mother, being a better daughter, being a better coworker, being a better entrepreneur. It shows that you care. This is proof that you care. It's not proof that you have failed. Try again, and don't try to change every single thing at once. Take your time, baby steps. There's so many times that I've tried to just dive in head first and change every single aspect about myself. I think that's one thing that happened when I rededicated my life to Christ. It was like the world was telling me it had to look a certain way, and Christianity had to look a certain way. And for me, that's not how I felt. That's not how I moved. That's not how God worked through me. It wasn't, I got baptized and I came home and I threw out everything and I stopped listening to this music and I stopped doing this and I stopped doing all these things, the religious mindset, without the relationship aspect of it. Slow and steady over time. As I build my relationship with Christ, I won't want to do certain things. He will convict me of certain things. Certain things I will lay at the foot of God and give to him. I want to give him my bitterness, my unforgiveness, my pride, my ego, my selfishness. And I'm laying these things at the altar, and he is slowly changing my heart in certain areas of my life. But all of this change is not going to happen overnight. And it for sure is not going to happen at once. Take that into your mindset with your businesses. You're starting this business. Take that into your mindset with your relationship with God. Take that into your mindset with the habits you're trying to let go, any addiction you're trying to let go of, the habits you're trying to form. It is not going to just stop overnight. Take your time. And some things happen cold turkey. I mean, I've been pescatarian for almost 9 years now. One day I just stopped eating meat and I never went back. Never. So I know I can have discipline. I know I can have self-control in certain areas of my life. I show up for this podcast every single week. We're almost 100 episodes in, y'all, which I am going to let y'all know about that. We're going to be doing a 100th episode live show here in Atlanta with a studio audience. But I said that to say, I know I can be disciplined and show up and be consistent with certain things. Why can I be like that with certain things, but not other things? So try to take the discipline, self-control, consistency, encouragement, motivation, things that you have, those qualities that you have in certain aspects of your life, and roll them over into every aspect of your life. But once again, back to the grace part, have grace with yourself. You don't have to change every single thing overnight. The fact that you want to try again is proof that you care. What do you want to try again this year? Don't give up on that dream. Don't give up on that book. Don't give up on the vision God gave you. Don't give up on starting that business. Don't give up on moving out of your city, moving out of your state, moving out of the house you're in. Don't give up on starting that LLC. Don't give up on opening up that daycare. Don't give up on going back to school. It doesn't matter how old you are. Well, I'm 45. It doesn't matter if I go back to school. It's too late. Well, eventually you're going to be 46, 47, 48, 49. You could either be 49 with the degree or you could be 49 without it. Go back to school. Whatever you feel like God has called you to do to walk into your purpose and your divine assignment, that is what you should commit to and try again this year. Do not give up on your purpose. You were not created by the ultimate creator to just exist, to just be here and be going through the same day over and over and over. So much of the world has just turned into zombies, and we do the same thing over and over, chasing money to just have an okay life until we die. That is not the purpose and the calling that God has over your life. You are here for a divine assignment. What is that? Once again, we're in 2026. It's not too late to try again. What do you want to try again this year? And I have a list of things that I'm going to read off to you guys. What are you trying again? What are you trying again? Emotional discipline, consistency, self-love habits, boundaries, relationships, showing up better, cleaning up past mistakes, closure, having conversations that you haven't had, but this person, this instance, this breakup, this relationship breakup, friendship breakup, romantic breakup has been on your heart. Have the conversation. Have closure there. You're not doing it for the other person. You're doing it for you. What do you want to try again? Forgiveness. Maybe you tried to forgive that person. Forgiveness is an everyday act. It's not just going to, wake up one day, I forgive this person. I'm happy. I love them again. It's a constant practice. Practice it until you truly feel it and believe it. Practice it before you believe it. Practice it before you feel it. Your career, your purpose. Are you going to try following through? Finishing something you started, taking a risk you avoided. There's so many New Year's resolutions that we had in 2025. We do it every year. You're human. But this year, what is going to be different? We don't want to have the same resolution that we had in 2021, 2022, 2023. It's 2026 now, y'all. When will there be true change? And true change only comes when you are tired of your own mess. When you are truly sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, that is when you'll change. That is when you'll change. That is when you will change. Nobody can force you into it. You can't bully yourself into it. Nobody can convince you to do it. All these motivational messages. You don't need another sermon. You don't need a motivational message. You don't need another podcast. You need to do the last things that God already told you to do. He's already given you instruction. He's already given you divine vision. He's already given it to you. All you have to do is have the faith to take the risk and do it. So something, you guys, that I am trying again is not only getting back in the gym. I've been back in the gym. Y'all, my gym journey has been up and down for the past 6 years. So as I'm talking to y'all, I am talking to myself. I'm back in the gym. So that's a whole nother story. B.simone Fit. Y'all know I started that page years ago. And baby, that page has been dead for I don't know how long. But I am back. Not necessarily online, but I'm back in my real life. And the LTTA app. I have been working on this for over 2 years, you guys. That was a true try again moment. I lost almost 40 grand the first go round of trying to build this app with app developers that absolutely were not up to par, didn't know what they were doing, gave me a product that I could not use, could not put on the market. It was a waste of money and time, almost 2 years of wasted time. Well, a year with those app developers. And I decided, even though I lost money, even though I lost sleep, even though it was so difficult, I tried again and I didn't give up. You're not going to know if you can succeed at something if you don't try. Now, I'm not saying continue to beat the same horse over and over if God has not told you to do that. Trying again has to come with obedience. What is God leading you to do? And that comes with a relationship with Him. Pray, ask, seek. And you will find. If you want the answers and you don't want confusion and you want clarity, seek and He will tell you. I promise He will tell you. But that's what I'm working on, y'all. This LTTA app, I've lost so much money investing in things that don't have a quick return, investing and hiring people that can't give me the product that I need to take to market. I'm going to try to make my own content again. I'm going to try to make my short films. I'm going to try to constantly produce content. I'm not giving up on the dream and the vision God has given me. God has given me LTTA. Let's try this again. And I'm giving it back to Him on a silver platter. What do you want me to do with this platform, God? How do you want me to show up? And that is how I am showing up in 2026. And I'm going to continue to try, continue to be resilient. And until I get the fruit, I'm not stopping until I get the fruit of what God promised me. And I know He told me to start this, so I know He will see me through it. Also, you guys, another thing that I really want to highlight, you are not becoming better to prove anything, I feel like I went through that. Comparison is the thief of joy. I wanted to prove that I could come back on top. I wanted to prove that I am this good person. I wanted to prove in relationships that I'm a good friend. I wanted to prove in romantic relationships I'm a good partner. I wanted to prove to the world that I'm this amazing child of God that is doing her best. And I want you to see me. I want you to like me. Sometimes God is going to call you into isolation and solitude so you can just be better with you and Him. Not your community, not your best friend, not your mom, not your pastor, not your spiritual advisor, not the person that's discipling you, not your grandmother who you go to for every problem and she consoles you and nurtures you, not your sister, not your spouse, you and God. In this season, it is okay to be in solitude with just you and Him and become better in private. The fruit will speak for itself. You don't have to prove anything. And I want it to prove so bad. Hey, look at me, see me. Love me, understand me, see that my heart is pure, see that I'm trying, see that I didn't mean certain things like that, see me, hello, I'm trying. No more proving. Let God vindicate you, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in your household, whether it's on your platform. He will vindicate you, and stop trying to be better to prove something. Be better just because you want to be a better human. Be better because you want more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Spend more time with God, not just to say, oh, I read the word and I know the word and I can articulate it and regurgitate it. Are you living it? Spend more time with God to have intimacy in a relationship with Him. Don't go into 2026 trying to prove you're a better person, trying to prove you're less selfish, trying to prove you're more accountable, trying to prove you fixed your old habits, trying to prove you're no longer addicted to your addiction, trying to prove don't try to prove you're better, just be better. And a lot of that stripping and pruning and becoming better and letting go of our old self happens in solitude. It doesn't happen publicly on a platform. Usually the publicly on a platform, people see you crumble. But privately, in solitude, in the time you have with God and the time you have with yourself to really get offline, stop scrolling, create more than you consume. Just create. You don't even have to put it out. What does that look like? Journal, write, talk to God. Pray without ceasing. You should be mumbling and talking to God and praying all day. Get back to your inner child. I started this thing and I'm so excited about it. It's called Braylon University. I think I talked about it a little bit. I got it. My homegirl, Saraya, I was in New York with her, and her friend, Brittany, was like, I started this university and I'm putting myself through college. Start a university for yourself. Whatever your name is, Brittany University, Braylon University, Sarah University, Ashley University, whatever that is, you guys, start your university, take yourself through school, and give yourself courses on what you want to learn. One of my courses is getting to my inner child. So I started to draw, I started to paint, I started to color. I got coloring books, and it's such a healing moment. It's such a good moment for me to just go through and get to the inner child. What did I like to do as a child? What made me happy as a child? What did I enjoy? What hobbies did I enjoy as a child? Getting to my inner child is one of the courses in Braylon University. So there's different courses that I gave myself throughout this process, but I think it's a beautiful way to get to the core of who you are and heal in private and put yourself through school in private and just become better in private. So put yourself through university. That's what I did. And I think that's a dope thing to do going into 2026. And like I said, you guys, healing in private is super important, but some of us do need an accountability partner. Tell one person then. Tell one person. You do not need to tell the whole world your plans and I'm going to do this and I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to stop smoking weed. I'm going to stop drinking this year. I'm going to be celibate this year. I want to start my business this year. You're saying all these things and putting all this stuff out, and so many people project how they feel on you. They might project their insecurities, their doubts, their lack of faith, and it's going to hold you back. Tell one accountability person that you know can hold you accountable, but don't tell the whole world. This season, it is time for you to heal, grow, and evolve in private. People will see the fruit of you becoming better when it's just your character and it's just who you are. You don't have to say it. You don't have to prove it. Just do it in private. So having an accountability partner isn't bad, but just have one. Don't tell the whole world. You don't need to tell your mom, your homegirls, your whole community. Tell one person that can hold you accountable to being better on this journey that you're going on. Don't share it with everybody. Another thing that I truly think will help you guys in this season on sticking to your goals is your environment. People don't stick to goals because their environment isn't conducive for where they want to go. All right, so I encourage you guys in closing. I wrote this down. I really have some affirmations for you guys. You can write this down or make your own. This year, I'm not chasing perfection. I'm choosing progress. I deserve another chance for myself, and I will try again. I am consistent. I am capable, and I am committed. You guys, what is your affirmations? What are you committing to? Write it down. Look at it every day. If you got to make Post-its on your mirror, we know the things to do, but we just don't do them. I'm encouraging you guys to write a 30-day try again plan. What does that look like? Take yourself to so-and-so university. I'm in Braylon University. Give yourself 4 courses and write a 30-day try again plan. And I encourage you guys to have the best New Year's ever. I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to see you guys, what you do in 2026. Can't wait to see what God does with LTTA in 2026. And I will see you guys next week. And yeah, audio drops every Monday. YouTube drops every Tuesday. Mwah! Try again. Do not give up. Happy New Year. 2026 is your year, but it's a choice. I love you. Bye.